Sega.
The Napoleonic Age, a time of epic land battles and naval engagements, of political unrest and widespread revolution, an era defined by one legendary general. In Napoleon Total War, 3 turn-based campaigns follow the military exploits of the legendary general Napoleon Bonaparte. From his bold invasion of Italy to his fateful march on Moscow. Take command in his most famous battles, all fought in stunning real time, including Austerlitz, Trafalgar, Waterloo, and many more. In March 1796, Napoleon arrives in northern Italy and leads the French army against the invading Austrian forces. For the first time, his radical use of massed artillery changes the very nature of warfare. Following the defeat of Austria, Napoleon seizes Egypt in an attempt to blockade British trade. The French army is opposed by several Middle Eastern forces, including Bedouin raiders and the Mamluks, led by the fearsome chieftain Murad. The Egyptian trade routes are too lucrative for the British to ignore, and Napoleon must defend against incursions by the mighty British Navy from the Mediterranean. In 1804, Napoleon is crowned Emperor of the French. Britain, Austria, and Russia form the Third Coalition and declare war on Napoleon's empire, forcing him to seize the initiative, to invade Europe, and to march on Moscow. With you in command, will you lead the French Empire to ultimate victory? Or will you stand against the might of Napoleon as one of the opposing countries? Widespread revolution, an era defined by one legendary general. As well as following the military career of Napoleon Bonaparte, you were given the opportunity to stand against the French Empire, as Britain, Prussia, Austria, or Russia. Command armies, conduct diplomacy, engage in espionage, and manage your economy from the turn-based campaign map. From snowy mountain peaks to misty valleys, you must use the terrain to your strategic advantage. Will you set an ambush for your enemy? Block their advance at a river choke point, or attempt a daring winter march to outflank them, risking the lives of your men through attrition? Perhaps diplomacy will be your weapon of choice. Cripple hostile nations with trade embargoes, demand they break with their allies, and call yours to fight at your side. Battlefield tactics, however, take place in real time, with thousands of soldiers under your command. Soldiers win battles, but generals win wars. Use your general's abilities to your advantage. Inspire your soldiers to press onward to victory, or rally those whose nerves are wavering and turn the tide of battle. Command legendary units of the Napoleonic Wars, including the elite Old Guard. Or bring 140 guns to bear with the Santissima Trinidad, the largest warship of her day. Napoleon changed the nature of warfare forever and led his armies to glory. Will you follow in his footsteps and conquer Europe? For the ultimate challenge, take on human opponents in one of Napoleon Total War's new multiplayer modes. One of the most requested and anticipated features of Napoleon Total War are the multiplayer campaigns. Each of the 3 campaign theatres, Italy, Egypt, and Europe, are available in 2-player turn-based online games. Military alliances and trade agreements may gain you strength in the short term, but only one player can ultimately win. Learn who your friends and enemies truly are when you battle against them or ally with them to conquer each theatre of war. And for the single-player campaign, drop-in battles. A new groundbreaking feature enables the player to invite their friends or foes to replace the computer opponent and take command of the opposing army in their single-player campaign battles. Or why not drop into a friend's campaign, take the role of the enemy general and attempt to thwart their grand ambitions. This revolutionary feature for the single-player campaign will provide a new, unique challenge to first-time players and veterans of the Total War series. Take command in a set of historically accurate battles, with up to 8 players refighting the most famous conflicts of the period, including the epic engagements of Austerlitz, Trafalgar, Waterloo, and many more. Can you change the course of history when all the odds are stacked against you? Will you become the greatest general of the Napoleonic era?